What if the secret to a strong mind and body wasn't locked in some rare potion, but sitting quietly in your kitchen? The Stoics, those wise folks like Seneca and Epictetus, knew that strength starts with what we control, and that includes what we eat. In this journey, we'll uncover 4 simple foods that can keep you unbreakable, inside and out, especially as the years roll on. These aren't just foods, they're Stoic allies for a long, steady life. The Stoics didn't fuss over complicated recipes or exotic ingredients. They valued what was practical, what sustained them without fanfare. Think of your body and mind as a team. Feed them well, and they'll carry you far. Aging might bring creaky joints or a foggy head some days, but the right foods can shore you up. Research shows that what you eat affects not just your muscles and bones, but how sharp and calm you stay. It's not about chasing youth, it's about building resilience. So, why Stoic foods? Because they fit the Stoic way. Focus on what's in your power. You can't stop time, but you can choose what goes on your plate. These 4 foods we'll explore, nuts, greens, berries, and beans, aren't random picks. They're backed by science and seasoned with a Stoic mindset, simple, effective, and within reach. They're like tools in your hands, ready to strengthen you day by day. Let me tell you about Carlos. At 70, he felt tired more often, his knees ached and his focus drifted. Then he started eating with purpose, inspired by Stoic ideas. He swapped heavy snacks for these foods we'll talk about, keeping it easy, no big fuss. A year later, he's walking farther and says his mind feels clearer than it has in years. Carlos isn't a scientist. He's living proof that small choices stack up. This isn't about drastic changes. The Stoics would say, master what's simple and the rest follows. Over the next chapters, we'll dive into each food, why it works, how it fits your life, and what it does for you. For now, think about this. What's one thing you eat that makes you feel good, or could, with a little tweak? That's your starting line to an unbreakable mind and body. Let's kick things off with our first Stoic food, nuts. They're small, unassuming, and tougher than they look, just like the Stoic mindset. Think of almonds, walnuts, or even a handful of peanuts. These little powerhouses can keep your mind sharp and your body steady, and they fit right into the Stoic way. Simple, reliable, and under your control. Here's why they're a must for an unbreakable you. Nuts are packed with good stuff, healthy fats, protein, and vitamins that your body craves as the years add up. They're like fuel for your engine. Studies show walnuts, for example, boost brain health, helping you remember where you parked or what's on your grocery list. Almonds strengthen bones, which matters when you want to keep moving without a stumble. It's not about turning back the clock. It's about keeping the gears running smoothly. The Stoics would love nuts for their no-nonsense nature. You don't need to cook them or fuss over them. Just grab a handful. Seneca might say, focus on what sustains you, not what distracts you. A small serving, say 10 or 15 nuts a day, can cut stress and keep your heart ticking strong. That's resilience in every bite, something you can choose even on a busy day. Carlos, who we met last time, started with nuts. He'd munch on almonds instead of reaching for cookies. At first it was just a swap, but soon he noticed his energy didn't dip as much. He told me, it's like my mind and legs got a quiet boost. He's not chasing miracles. He's building strength, one handful at a time. Here's how to make it yours. Keep a little bowl of nuts handy, on the counter, in your bag. When hunger hits, they're there. Pair them with a Stoic thought. I'm feeding my body what it needs, not what it wants. It's a small act of control that pays off big. Too many? Don't worry. Moderation's the Stoic key. A handful, not a bucket. Nuts are your first step to an unbreakable mind and body. They're tough, they're simple, and they work. Next time, we'll dig into greens. Another Stoic gem. But for now, ask yourself, could a handful of nuts fit into your day? Try it. You might just feel the difference. Next up on our Stoic food list, greens. Think spinach, kale, or even the lettuce in your salad. These leafy wonders are like a shield, quiet, steady, and ready to protect your mind and body as you age. The Stoics valued what was natural and within reach, and greens fit that perfectly. Let's see how they can keep you unbreakable with every bite. Greens are loaded with what your body needs, vitamins, minerals, and fiber that keep things running right. They're like a broom for your insides, sweeping away trouble. Research says they help your heart stay strong and your eyes sharp, crucial when you want to keep reading the paper or spotting a friend across the room. They even calm your nerves, which fits the Stoic goal of a steady mind. It's not about fancy promises, it's about real, lasting vitality. The Stoics would nod at greens for their simplicity. You don't need much, just a handful tossed in a soup, steamed with a bit of salt, or raw with a splash of oil. Epictetus might say, "Take what's given and make it yours." A plate of greens a day can cut inflammation, that ache in your joints, and lift your energy. It's not a chore, it's a choice you control. Carlos, our friend from before, added greens to his routine. He started with spinach in his eggs, just a little at first. Soon, he felt less sluggish, and his doctor noticed his blood pressure easing up. He laughed and said, "I didn't think leaves could do that." It's not magic. It's what happens when you feed yourself with purpose, Stoic style. Here's an easy way in. Add greens to one meal today. Stir them into a broth, pile them on a sandwich, or chew them fresh. Pair it with a Stoic whisper, "This is my shield, my strength." No need to overdo it. A cup or two does the trick. Too bitter? A squeeze of lemon softens the bite. It's your call, your power. Greens are your Stoic shield, humble, tough, and vital. They keep you standing tall, ready for whatever comes. Next, we'll explore berries, another unbreakable ally. But for now, think, how could greens slip into your day? One leaf might just spark something strong. We're on to our third Stoic food, berries. Picture blueberries, strawberries, or whatever grows near you, small bursts of color that pack a punch. The Stoics loved what was straightforward and effective, and berries fit that mold. They're like a spark, lighting up your mind and keeping your body going strong. Let's dig into how they help you stay unbreakable as the years pile on. Berries are tiny but mighty. They're full of antioxidants. Think of them as little guards that fight off wear and tear in your cells. Studies show they sharpen your memory, so you're less likely to forget where you left your keys. They also ease up your joints and keep your stamina steady, perfect for a walk or a chat with the grandkids. It's not about staying young forever, it's about staying clear and capable now. The Stoics would see berries as a gift you can choose to use. No fuss needed, just rinse and eat. Marcus Aurelius might say, "Take what nature offers and let it strengthen you." A handful a day, fresh, frozen, or even in a smoothie, can boost your mood and fend off fatigue. That's endurance, Stoic style, quiet, consistent, and in your hands. Carlos, who we've been following, added berries to his mornings. He tossed blueberries into his oatmeal, nothing fancy. After a while, he noticed his head felt less foggy, and he wasn't winded as fast. He grinned and said, "Who knew something so small could wake me up like that?" It's not a cure-all. It's a spark that builds over time, just like the Stoics taught. Here's how to try it. Grab some berries today. Pop them as a snack, mix them with yogurt or sprinkle them on anything. Whisper to yourself, "This is my spark, my clarity." A half cup's plenty, no need to overthink it. Too tart? A drizzle of honey softens them up. It's your move, your strength. Berries are your Stoic spark, simple, bright, and tough in their own way. They keep your mind alert and your body enduring, step by step. Next, we'll wrap up with beans, our final unbreakable food. But for now, ask yourself, could berries brighten your day? One bite might just light the way. We've reached our final Stoic food, beans. Think black beans, lentils, or chickpeas, humble little gems that anchor you like a rock. The Stoics, like Seneca, prized what was steady and sustaining, and beans are just that. They're the foundation of an unbreakable mind and body, keeping you powered up for the long haul. Let's see how they round out this journey to strength. Beans are a quiet force, full of fiber, protein, and slow-burning energy. They're like a battery that keeps you going without the crash. Research shows they steady your blood sugar, strengthen your gut, and even help your heart keep its rhythm. Vital as we age. They're not glamorous, but they're lasting, giving you the power to move, think, and live fully, day after day. The Stoics would salute beans for their practicality. You don't need much, just a scoop cooked up with some spices or tossed in a stew. Epictetus might say, build your strength on what's solid, not fleeting. Half a cup a day can ease stiffness, lift your spirits, and keep you satisfied longer. It's not about flash, it's about a foundation you can rely on. Carlos, our friend from this journey, brought beans into his life. He started with lentils in a soup, simple, warm, and filling. Soon, he felt less worn out, and his legs had more pep. He chuckled. I thought beans were boring. Turns out they're my backbone. It's not a quick fix. It's a slow, steady gain the Stoic way. Here's your move. Try beans today. Simmer them with garlic, mix them in a salad, or mash them up. Say to yourself, this is my foundation, my power. A small bowl's enough, too gassy. Start light and build up. It's your choice, your control. Beans wrap up our Stoic four: nuts, greens, berries, and now this. Together, they're your toolkit: resilience, vitality, clarity, and power. Carlos is proof it works. He's stronger at 71 than he was at 70. The Stoics knew, master the basics, and you master life. So, pick one of these foods, nuts, greens, berries, beans, and start this week. What'll it be? One bite could set you on the path to unbreakable. That's it. Your Stoic table is set. Share this with someone who'd love it, or tell me how it goes. Here's to a mind and body that won't quit no matter the years.